Will you be louder tonight? Okay. I will be. All right, let's go. Rory's going to sing it.
Word for word.
No pressure, Rory.
I don't know the singing.
I'm waiting. Oh, words haven't started yet.
Damn these Biloxi blues.
See this?
Got it.
And I ain't never met a
You're the man.
riverboat dealer.
I'm not going to sing it here. I will sing it tonight. I'm kind of singing it right now. Jamie Sizemore will sing it. I know he'll sing it. Here we go. Right to the hook, right here. Close to the hook. This isn't the hook. Let's go. We got folks trying to watch it. Y'all can, hey, get in this express booth. Y'all can hear it better over here. Y'all can't hear it from behind us now. I'm just talking over the song. Put Rory on the spot. You never even heard this song.
I know it. Nobody wants to hear this thing.
Just a white line gypsy getting out of Mississippi with just enough gas to get there.
Low budget, actually, kind of pretty much live. Right here from the Express Boats booth. 2023 Bassmaster Classic, buddy.
Classic.
And I am joined by this guy right here who needs to be heard and seen. Rory Herndon, the president of Express Boats, El Presidente.
Happy to be here, buddy.
Man, listen, and he'll break a microphone.
Hot mic.
We have seen that today. So, thank you, first of all, for letting me do this again.
Thanks for being here,
This
man.
is an assortment of low-lifers. They're a Lowell bunch.
Yeah.
We know that. They're a good bunch, and so we get to gather once a year at this amazing.
We always find ourselves in a good position to do this low-budget live. Last time, I believe, it was freezing cold at a duck lodge.
It was.
And the previous time was the Bassmaster Classic.
It was. We were at a duck lodge with some interesting cats too.
Absolutely.
That were supposed to be here, and they bailed on us. Shame on them because they're
Evidently,
missing
they
out.
like to chase those turks.
Yeah, they're on a dream turkey hunt that we didn't get invited on this week. But we got a lot of folks we're going to talk to today. We got a lot of things we're going to talk about. But we're set up on one of these H18s.
Yes, sir.
In the booth, and I've been waiting on one of these to show up at the house, like Clay Connor and you to show up like Santa and just drop it off. I mean, what do y'all think? I should get one, right?
Absolutely.
That was weak again, but this is the boss. You've got to be like, yes, he needs free boats.
That's right.
Come on, I got kids that need crayons.
We got the X21, the X19, and the H18 here, and this is probably one of the most versatile platforms.
So everybody knows, of course, if they listen to this show, that the X21 is my ride of choice.
Yeah.
96-inch beam,
Yep.
C-deck bow to stern, 250 Yamaha show, quickest hole shot in the game.
No doubt. And as much as I love that boat, when we redesigned this boat, I had this boat in my boat stall for 2 years, and it's like driving a go-kart. I mean, it's just
fun.
It's
Yeah.
so responsive, so quick. You get so many different places with this boat. It's very versatile. It's fun. I enjoyed having it. I always go back to the X21, but this is a fun ride.
So last year, big stuff kind of happened in an express boat, right? Like we kind of made history, and there was a trophy. They got to ride around an arena on the front deck on one of these boats, and we've got a you can actually see a trophy
of the
Bassmaster
Bassmaster
Classic and an express boat. Come on, like what?
The first aluminum
What?
boat to win a classic. How amazing is that?
It's incredible.
Again, just goes back to the family history. We're the original all-welded boat.
Yes.
We like to pioneer things in the industry, and we're the first ones to win a Bassmaster Classic out of an aluminum boat, and that's something no one can take away from our brand.
Now this year, Gussie
Oh,
could potentially make it too, but
and Cox. They're both.
Yeah, John's in the mix too. I think we need to get them in an express. If sorry, I'm not trying to spend your money, but I'm just saying,
love those guys. Man.
We've got a great team, but let's lock the aluminum guys down. Let's make sure they're fishing out of the best one.
Love those guys.
Oh, now Gussie for sure.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, and John is just John. We do the
anyone
Cox Watch.
There we go.
Cox Watch. Is he in second place right now?
He was third last time I saw him.
Third.
It's been a couple hours.
Y'all know me. I don't research anything. I haven't watched Bass Track all day. He's in second, coming from the back right there,
Okay.
John Cox. John Cox.
When the sun popped out, he started going to the bank and hammering them.
He fished MPFL with us last week at Pickwick, and absolutely stunk the first 2 days, and
Really?
then caught 20-something pounds. Missed a day of classic practice. Came back and got a check.
Holy cow.
But he was like, he didn't even weigh a limit.
Does
the first
anyone
2
fish
days.
more tournaments than him?
Nobody.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, other than like BPT this year, he's basically fishing everything under the sun. So you still kind of riding that train from last year a little bit?
Of course, yeah. I mean, you know, our goal was never set out to win the Bassmaster Classic. Our goal was to find a group of elite guys that matched our values, our passion for the outdoors, the hunting, the fishing, the whole gamut of what we enjoy, the passion of the outdoor industry. And so as we get these guys on our team, they're like-minded people. They love to deer hunt. They love to duck hunt. They love to bass fish. And so our goal was never to win the Bassmaster Classic. You know, love to get any hardware we can, right?
Yeah,
but that was
sure. And there's been plenty of it in the Xpress
no
headquarters
doubt.
in the last few years.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Billy Lowen
And
getting that elite win on the home pond, Pickwick Lake.
yeah, and John Sokup, how much hardware has that gentleman brought us?
They basically just handed him trophies when he showed up
his
there
first
at
year.
the MPFL. He just handed him all the hardware for sure.
So we're just proud of our guys and just love being associated with people that have the same values we do.
Well, it's a family too. I say that on the show, and I think all these folks that listen every week, and we're proud to have them, the low-lifers here. They hear me say that over and over and over,
Yeah.
but it's a family, and it's something I'm very proud to be a part of. And if you've never taken a ride in one, I mean, you can't take a ride in this one right here, but you can get up there and like make noises. You can act like you're driving it. Rory won't care. Hop over in here. But building excitement since 1966. Your grandpa started things.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
you're in the driver's seat. You got your boys coming up. They're bass
love it.
heads. They're,
Oh, man.
watching them run around here, they're
They're as much
obsessed.
low lifers as anybody.
They are. You got to watch
That young man right there loves to listen to the podcast, and yeah, we love to get outdoors and hunt and fish.
I try to beep things out. Sometimes they get by me. You know, it happens. I apologize. It always kind of trips me out when kids walk up to me and show like, I'm a lowlifer. And I'm like, oh, man, last week I got on that.
Does your mama know
I got
that?
on that rant about that lawyer in Eufaula, and I said some things that I wouldn't want my kids hearing.
My kids would never hear that at home.
They would not. Yeah, I would never. I have the voice of an angel and the language of an angel at the house, especially when fishing with all my children at the same time. Like, yeah, there's never anything they hear. Why are you doing that? Yeah, that's never the case. So we appreciate all lowlifers, though, young
Man,
and old.
Look at all these faces, these wonderful guys and girls that just love the outdoor industry. I mean, this is our people right here. All these guys are pros in our eyes.
No doubt about it.
We just love hunting and fishing and being outdoors. Can't say it enough, and that's what everybody here is all about. And I just love being at the Classic because that's what everyone walking these hallways is. You don't have to guess what their motive is for being here. We all enjoy the same passion of the outdoors.
That's what I've told multiple people this week. We have a couple events a year where, you know, I sit in my garage, I do this show, send it out in the world. I see the comments, I see the views, thankful for every single one. But when we get here, you actually get to put faces with the names that you see all the time. You get to talk about, like, it's so funny, the people that I've met this week that go back to like the Gerald Swindle and the Beard War, which by the way was 6 years ago. I saw
How much money did y'all raise that year?
25 grand for breast cancer, and I shaved his beard on Bassmaster Live, which is a weird thing to say about another grown man, but we did it around a stacked crowd at the Bassmaster Live and at the Houston Classic. But yeah, $25,000.
Hey, Amy.
That's my Uncle Doug's wife.
Yes.
My Uncle Doug Miller, Gross Savon. Well, I think we've got some special folks we want to talk to.
I think we do too.
We've got a guy, and if I'm getting this right, 29 Bassmaster
30.
Classic, almost 30.
Yeah.
He's been a staple in this industry. I was telling him a little earlier, I've been around this since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, bugging folks in the industry. Can I get a sponsor deal? Since an early age. And this guy I can always remember, like, man, if you want a Yamaha, that's
the guy you got to butter up.
That's the guy. That's the guy. And you go to shows, you're like, that's the guy. That's the guy. And he has done so many things in this industry for so many people. Has been very influential. And he's leaving us.
Yeah.
This is the last ride, the last Classic. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get him up here to join Rory and I from Yamaha Outboards, David Ittner. Come on up here, Dave. Give him a round of applause. This man. Hey, slide on up, brother. Slide on up here. Hey, don't let him box you out. He'll do that. We're going to have to lower that mic, Dave. I mean, this might have been a bad mix match right here. This would be the worst 3 of a starting 5 starting lineup. We'd be passing Rory the ball.
That's better. Much better.
I got you, buddy.
I was looking for the Coke box.
So, surprise, here we are. You're not on, Rory.
No.
Hot mic. Yep, now I'm good now.
Where's Clay?
Clay Connor.
You lie. You
Lie
lie.
like a rug. How did he bait you into this? Did he get you to come over here because he said, I've got this bearded lowlifer you need to come see?
He just kind of hinted that they had an announcement over here in the booth, and I figured, okay, they're announcing a new boat, a package or something, and it's kind of nonchalant, no pressure, you know.
And here you are.
Get over here about 12:45, and I'm going, oh, that's kind of a weird time to do anything. I mean, come on.
You're like, man, I need some chicken tender.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
chicken tender time.
Hey, Dave, can you give us a rundown kind of your I wouldn't say credentials, but your history with Yamaha and the Classic, really?
Over 15 years with Yamaha.
Yes.
Mixing
yes,
it up.
Yes, that's true. That's true. When you said 29 years, I remember back in 1994 when Brian Kerschel won a
Wow.
Classic. And that was my first Classic that I ever went to. And at that time, I was doing things with Texaco, Sitco, and a few of the
Okay.
companies that were rolling into all of this. And it just sparked an interest because my granddad had always taken us up to the cabin.
Okay.
And we went 3 months every summer, and we fished and everything up in Michigan. And so that was kind of in my blood in the back. Thought I'd be smart, get a computer degree, computer science and accounting, and did that for a couple of years and went, this ain't
That ain't it. That ain't
this
the
ain't
move.
gonna cut it, sitting in between these 4 box
Yeah.
walls. And I had a good friend of mine, Bob Calloway, which is Kendall, that works with Toyota.
Okay, I
Her
know
dad
Kendall.
started in as a VP at Lawrence. This was back a few years.
Yeah.
And I got the opportunity to go in and be a director of marketing for Lawrence for almost 10 years. And in between time, Dale Barnes we'd see each other in Miami at the Miami International Boat Show, and he'd say, let's go to lunch, let's go to lunch. We were the odd couple. And we'd go to lunch, and he put a little heat on. You know, why don't you come to work for us? And I'd
Yeah.
go, Dale, I just started. I can't do that. It's not fair.
So what year did you go to work for Yamaha?
I started with Yamaha in 2008, January
2008.
of 2008. And so I'm officially in my 16th year.
Yeah.
Just starting.
Okay.
But, you know, there comes a point in time where you realize it's time to, you know, turn that torch over to the young ones, you know, that are coming in that have the same passion, same desire.
Yeah.
And it's also time for those of us that are up in age, Clay.
What, 49?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
Not
I'm
to
with
name
you.
names. Not to
55.
name names.
Retiring a little early. I like it.
55, you know, that's
Yeah.
a ripe age
That's
there.
a good age.
And we're in a good place right now
Yeah.
to do that.
Has that been easy to pass the torch, or I mean, you're right in the middle of it, so
Yeah, Yamaha has this great program, this knowledge transfer program. And so what I did is I had my brother pass away a year ago, December, and he was 72. So it kind of woke me up real quick.
yeah,
And I went and investigated, looked at it, talked with Susan several times, and realized I need to sign up.
Yeah.
And so I signed up, and what it does is allow Yamaha to take all the knowledge I've had over the last, 30 years,
Yeah.
and we get to bring someone in, which was Tony LeRae, who was working in product planning, and start transferring knowledge. So for like 6-7 months, he and I were joined at the hip. I mean, I finally went, dude, I got to go to the bathroom. You got to stay here. I mean,
It got awkward at times.
It
In your hip pocket.
every 24/7, every time we were working or wherever we went, we were together, and he has done an awesome job. I mean, a phenomenal job.
So
And
did he get to do the start to finish of this show? Is the setup, takedown?
pretty much, he's followed me, shadowed me everywhere.
Yeah.
You won't miss setting booths up, will you?
No, actually, we don't actually have to set it up.
See,
We
listen,
just
the
gotta
Yamahas over
supervise.
here flying in, booth set up, kind of how I did
local.
local.
hear you from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, TH Marine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they can hear me.
Yeah.
They're probably wondering why I'm not over there. They don't even know I do this. Isn't that weird?
That's
This is
pretty
break
bad.
time.
That's
We're on-
pretty
we're on
bad.
break.
So, Dave, I've got to ask. I'm going to put you. This is on the spot as it gets.
Uh-oh.
Favorite pro staffer ever?
Whoa.
That's heated. I like it.
It depends on how you look at that. You're looking at the one that's extreme. You're looking at the one that's a bad boy. You're looking at the one that's actually can fish.
Well, I know without a doubt who your bad boy was.
Where's Bill Lowen? Because he's here.
Bill Lowen's not a bad. Bill Lowen, are you the bad boy of Yamaha? You're a snapping turtle. You're not just the turtle. Man, I'm shocked to hear that today.
I love them all. You go through that whole transition where you got
come on. You're retiring. We can throw them all out there. We can throw them under the bus.
No.
We can back over them.
No.
We can.
I'd never do that.
I know who the bad boy was.
Yeah.
Ike and Ellie, right? It's got to be Ike because he's been with Yamaha forever.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got a lot of phone calls at certain times about Mike, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not an attorney?
Yeah.
Do you have brush piles at Lake Eufaula? You're good at dodging questions.
Let me tell you what. We have all the best.
You do have a good team.
We're all
You do have a good team.
quantity. We're about quality.
Yes.
We have really got the best team on all levels. Freshwater, walleye, saltwater. Captains, our senior captains, we've got the best of the best.
I would agree.
And when you have that, it's an easy job. I mean,
You mentioned the young guys coming in to kind of take over. What have you seen? What is your opinion of this influx we have of college and high school anglers? Did you ever think when you first started in the industry all the way back in the 90s that we would have, I mean, you see these young folks walking around, they got their jerseys on, they know everything, details, they follow all their favorite anglers. This sport, I mean, it's insane to see, right?
I wish they would have had that when I was growing up.
Me too.
I mean, the closest we had was the 3 or 4 guys competing with each other down on the river.
Yeah.
But I mean, you see that in over my 30 years, how it has grown and the passion and the love from the high school.
That's Rory. He breaks.
Yeah, he's always doing some.
I don't know what he's doing over there.
And then they get
I actually think it's yours. It hates us today. That one mic is just being funky.
This one?
No, this one.
That one.
this one here.
Yeah, you broke that one originally. Rory was helping me do sound check.
I can easily pass this mic to Dollar Bill Lowen.
What?
Yes.
Oh, that's going to happen.
But anyways,
The rowdy pro staffer for Yamaha. We're finding out the snapping
The
turtle,
snapping
Bill
turtle.
Lowen.
I think that might stick.
Are you
I like
ready? You ready to get him up here?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're ready to get him up here with Dave.
Yeah, let's do it.
Y'all give a big round of applause for Rory Herndon right here. The shortest guy at Xpress. Big as a cricket. And then give it up for the bad boy of Yamaha. Dollar Bill Lowen. I think you get one of these. I think you get that, Bill Lowen.
Oh, there ain't gonna be no crying up here.
No, not at all. Maybe you. Maybe.
I think by the time we get finished with you, you might cry. Just because
Be nice.
we just really put you on the spot a little bit, Bill.
I'm always scared every time you call and, hey, man, I want to get you on the show. I'm
You should be, really.
I don't know. I got an image to uphold.
It kind of goes both ways with people when they come on the show. It's 50-50, you know. Your sponsors could love it, or
They could
you
hate
could
it.
get fired by Yamaha. Express sponsors the show, though, so there's a guarantee they'll like you coming on there. Hey, scoot in just a little bit more there, Billy.
All right. Can you hear
the
me?
fine
We good?
folks got to be able to hear you out there. Y'all hear
right.
Bill Lowen out there?
Yeah.
Trey Swindle,
Check.
can you hear? Is your hair over your ears? You need a dang haircut, boy. Trey Swindle, everybody. Paul, I know you can't hear. Can you hear it, Paul? Listen, if Paul can hear it, everybody here can hear it, right, Paul? Okay. Paul Benson. We got a good crew here. It's kind of scary to be honest. It's dangerous almost. There are some characters here that could turn this into a rowdy function very fast for Dave's retirement celebration.
I see you're acting a little nervous. You getting nervous?
Once I kind of looked around and saw some of the faces, I was like, oh boy, I don't know if all these people should be at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
Parole officers are going to start showing up. It's not good. We're glad to have them, though. They call themselves the low-lifers, Dave, so
That's
the low-lifer.
That's a good
It's a
thing.
term of endearment.
Yeah, that's
There's
fine.
actually a shirt, Andre, right over there. Look at the Wisconsin low-lifer LBL shirt.
Oh,
Look at
my
that.
word.
Come on, man. That's all the way from Wisconsin. So, see, Bill, it's not bad coming on Low Budget Live.
Not yet.
He may make a snapping turtle shirt for next year for you.
You never know.
You never know. You got to get Mercer to start saying that, the snapping turtle.
I think-
I would tell him, but
I think we'll
We
stick,
know
I
that
think we'll
goes.
stick with dollar bill. How's that?
Dollar bill?
Dollar bill.
The turtle. Somebody calls you the turtle?
Yeah, they do.
The snapping turtle now, though.
Not because I'm slow, because I'm fast.
Jeez.
Ittner set you up. It wasn't me. He said you're the bad boy.
Yeah.
Do you agree that you
just
guys
keeps
have
it
the best
kinda
pro staff?
quiet.
Yamaha's stacked to the gills?
I think we're pretty strong.
Yeah,
You
stout.
know?
Yes.
A lot of trophies, a lot of hardware.
A lot of trophies, a lot of hardware, but the most important thing is the family atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, I've been with Yamaha for going on 18 years now. So my whole Elite Series career, I've been running the Yamaha. I think I joined on a few years before you came onto the scene, and we're going to hate to see you go.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You said you weren't going to cry, Billy.
I'm leaving you in good hands. I don't know if Lucas is here, but I am leaving you. And Connor,
My mama called me
mean,
Lucas,
come on.
but I'm not going to take over
Hey,
anything at Yamaha.
We're turning it over to a bunch of good group of people.
Yeah. Newbies.
And the family atmosphere, like I said, is
Yeah.
what we've always looked for. You know, I was so fortunate and blessed to have the Herndon family invite me into the Xpress family. And just that family thing for me is so important. You know,
Yeah.
you've known my kids since they were born, you know?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, Fisher and Nevaeh. Every time you see them, you hug them, they know you. And we're going to miss that. You know, hopefully.
Thank you.
Hopefully that we'll get that same relationship with Tony and the new guys that are coming in, which I'm sure we will because we've already seen that. But for me, I just want to come up here and thank you for everything you've done for us, my family, for the family at Xpress. And, yeah, it's been a great ride, and I hate to see you go.
Oh, thank you, Bill. But, you know, I want to let everybody know it is a two-way street because when you pick the best of the best and you bring them into the environment that we have, which has always been Team Yamaha, Family Yamaha, y'all do what you're supposed to. You all share in the passion that we all have. And so, therefore, the things that you do make my job and the next guy's job totally easy. And that's what we look for. I mean, we've got to have that networking of our family together with all of our pro staff on all levels. And you guys have come through and proven that and proven what the abilities are and the connections that we have with each other. And that's what we were talking about earlier with the younger ones coming in and the college guys coming in. The image that you leave out there when you're on the water, when you're not on the water, when you're in the grocery store and everybody's admiring and looking up to all their pros. It tells a whole story that you can't write, you can't talk about. It's just the image that you guys leave.
Right.
And that's one of the things that's made the job the easiest for me with all the pros.
And I think with touching on that just a little bit, just even for this new generation that's coming in, when you get involved with companies that you believe in their product 110%, it's so easy.
It's just easy.
It's so easy to stand up here and talk about it. Look, when you're standing up here trying to promote a product that you don't believe in or you don't use, it's really hard. So that's my tip for this new generation coming up. If you want a sponsor and you want to have a career relationship with that sponsor, go for the sponsor that you believe in their product because it's easy to promote it. It's easy to talk about it.
And don't just take a sponsorship just to take a sponsorship
exactly
too.
right.
Like I think you see that a lot in, hey, somebody offers some deal of any kind just so they can kind of get a patch on a jersey.
Right.
The logo, partner with people that are good to you, but that you do believe in. I think that is
Absolutely.
It never makes your job because you see it. Social media we're sold to all day, every day, right? That's
every
the
day.
thing. And I think more pros are doing that now, partnering with things they believe in and not just taking a paycheck, not just taking a good deal, because it's easier and you get that credibility. You get that sincerity when you make a post. If I tell you I love my Xpress boat, I love it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
You love it so much you fell out of it.
Ooh, let's hear about this.
Well, I think everybody here has probably seen that by now. Dave, this is really your day. This is really
Billy,
This is
a
all
little
about
bit.
you,
It's
bud.
more about you,
Can you get me
Dave.
the
And
video?
Oh, we can get it. Don't you
oh,
worry.
good. I want to
but,
see the video.
oh, it's on Facebook. It's probably popped
look
up
at
in
it.
your Facebook feed, and you're just like, who's this Yahoo swimming in hey dudes in the 50-degree water? And that was me. Yeah, it's just it happens. Sometimes I get a little top heavy, you know. Got a little top heavy, and it happens.
Not going there.
But
Staying out of the red zone.
and I will say, and I I've told Clay this, I've told Rory this from Xpress. Not easy to get back in on the front of the Xpress. It's just not. Now, it was my fault, and it's not designed to be out of it. You should be in it. But if you ever find yourself out of it in the front, not easy.
You just go to the back.
And I listen, you can tell I'm in prime physical shape, really strong upper body, like I spend a lot of time in the gym, and I couldn't pull myself up, and that really surprised me. But I called them immediately and complained and said, you redesigned this boat with a ladder every 6 inches in case I do this again. It was not good. It was a hot mess in an Xpress, to say the very least, for a few minutes. Thank you for bringing that up, Billy. I know I'm giving you a hard time here, as always.
Hey, this is your show. I'm sorry.
That's why he's the bad boy.
The crazy thing about that video, just real quick, total sidebar, is the internet. You find out when things get outside of your normal core base, like you have something go a little viral because it gets shared. The internet is just a cesspool of really bad people. They're like, man, I wish he would have drowned, stupid bass fisherman. You're like, what? Like, the comments are just horrible. Like, I fell in trying to get my jig back. Like, what? And people are just like, man, I hate this guy. Look at him. He's wearing Hey Dudes. What a piece of garbage. Like, hey, man, I got kids on here. This is the least controversial thing I've ever done. Fell out of a boat. Most hate I've ever had.
Right.
I have seen that comment a lot, though. Bass fisherman. I'm like, what does that mean? Buzzing around the lakes in your express boats, waking us up too early. We're trying to have coffee in the house. Bass fishermen. A bunch of that. I don't know. But they're seeing bass fishing videos, so that doesn't make sense to me either.
Right. It's all good.
Anyways, total sidebar. Those of you that listen to the show know I'm ADD. That can happen.
Welcome to the team.
Are you there too? Does that get better as you get close to retirement? Because I turned 40 this year, and it's at an all-time
Now,
high.
you notice how I keep hanging on to this right here? That's to keep me from climbing something up high.
Yeah. Ooh, squirrel.
Yeah.
Whew.
Spider monkey.
Yeah. I'm good at that. So, Bill,
He's not 80.
pro staff, pro relationships, they matter, obviously.
Absolutely.
Pro staff manager. Did Dave ever yell at you? Question.
Be honest.
Be honest. Did you ever not show up where you were supposed to? I don't feel like you would ever do that, to be honest.
I'm
like
not,
Caleb Summerall probably would. Where's he at? He's supposed to be here.
I'm not. Ooh.
Yeah, listen, it's
Where do I
Rory.
need to be?
Rory
Close,
broke
far
that.
away?
Rory broke that microphone.
So-
I'm sorry.
Broken every one of them.
I'm not trying to brag on myself. I feel like
I got you.
when you're involved with a company, you need to be 100% committed. I'm typically that guy that is the first one to show up, the last one to leave. If you want me to scrub tires on this back track trailer or pick up trash, I'm going to be the guy that does it. You know, I'm never going to be that prima donna that says, "Oh, I'm too big for that. I can't do that." So, has he ever yelled at me? Absolutely not. I don't.
Not
try,
one time?
I don't try to ever give him a reason to.
I feel like I knew that answer before I asked it, but I also thought maybe, just maybe somewhere in the file folder of Dave Ittner's office at Yamaha, there's
Now, there's some I have.
a
if
Bill
you want.
Lowen. Yeah, he did this one
I'd
time.
be really shocked if he could.
I would be shocked too.
My
Your
yell-
reputation
My yelling to him
precedes-
is to go be with your family. You've done enough. You're always here. Go.
That's
please.
awesome.
Now, I do have a file on some that I have.
Well, let's talk about that
but
file. That's what I'm trying to get. This
We're not here on that one. Sorry. Call me.
Come on.
Call me after the 31st.
So after the 31st, will you agree to do a podcast with me where we talk crap about all the bad pro staffers you've had over the years?
Sure.
I'll even muffle your voice.
No names. No names,
Oh,
but yeah.
come on. I'll even muffle your voice like one of those murder documentaries. Well, it was Mike Iaconelli. He definitely did this. And then everybody will be like, wait a second.
You wouldn't hear
I think
some of
that's
it.
Dave.
You wouldn't hear it. You wouldn't hear it. I wouldn't do it.
I would love it.
No, I would. Private.
All these
we'll
folks
have
would
a
love
beer
it.
and we'll talk.
Can I record when we have a beer?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'm trying here.
You
I mean,
are.
I just.
You're working.
Gotta.
Wait, he's always looking for some crap on everything.
trying to stir it up.
Yeah.
Well, we live in a view-oriented world, ladies and gentlemen, and
We're best
thumbnails, clickbait titles, and whatnot.
He's not paying
We're
attention.
best buds. We're family.
I'm not trying to throw Billy under the bus because I know he's not a problem child. I've given him a lot of crap today.
Now, I've heard some things on you.
Buddy,
Shall we change?
trust me,
I think that
this
means
is
it's time
not
for
a
me to go.
surprise.
Hey, Clay, come here a minute.
I feel like there is a Luke Duncan file at Yamaha, and I barely got a foot in the door. Let's just be honest. I feel like there's definitely and I know Clay Connor has a gigantic Luke Duncan file.
It's pretty wide now.
When the podcast posts on Mondays, especially on kind of hot topic days, there are some Tuesday text messages from Mr. Connor. Like, maybe don't say that like this next time. I'm like, no habla. What?
Yeah.
Every now and then. But yeah, I'm a problem child sometimes.
You are.
Sometimes. I appreciate you realizing that, and I'm also, kind of glad you're retiring if you think that.
Yeah. two peas in a pod.
Please,
What can I
before
say?
you leave,
What?
just
No.
make sure you put in a word with me with the new folks, and be like, he's not a problem child. He's a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
He's so great.
If
Some
you
stuff like that. I don't know. I'll write you some
keep
stuff
'em
up
under
after when
control.
we're having a beer later.
Keep them under control. It'll be good.
I like it.
You take your Retland?
No,
I
I
do
actually
that.
don't. I need it. Trust me. I'm squirrel. I'm all over the place. So as we celebrate you on Low Budget Live here, you got Billy. We've got some other folks waiting in the wings that would like to tell you.
No.
Hey, don't cry.
Clay just punched me. Did anybody? Rory, did you see that? Is HR here? So we're going to bring up one of your compadres from Yamaha right now, Miss Susan Camp. And
And nice knowing you.
wait a second, there must be a story there.
Thanks, bud.
Bill Lowen, everybody, give it up for the snapping turtle, the bad boy of the Yamaha Pro Staff.
We'll stand for a minute.
All right, very good. Thank you, bud.
You're always the best, Billy. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, this is it.
No. Nope.
Bill does get nervous around me. I'm not gonna lie, for good reason.
Thank
He's
you.
done LBL a number of times though. Now you may be. I think John Cox holds the record, but you're way up there for LBL appearances. And I don't think I've ever gotten you in trouble. You do, yeah. He Venmos me. It's cool.
Thank
he
you,
doesn't
Billy.
take me deer hunting or anything, but he does Venmo me. Welcome to Low Budget Live.
Thanks, I'm short too, so.
Here,
Okay.
there we go.
We're good.
So we're losing this guy.
Yeah, it's a
She's
rough
happy
one.
about that.
So,
Are you-
No. So Dave.
I'm begging for some drama today.
No,
I don't know. I'm
d-
just kind of in that
He's too
kind of
clean.
spunky mood today. I don't know.
Yeah, Dave came to me and said, "Hey, I'm ready to retire. I think I'm going to do this knowledge transfer thing, and I'm thinking February." I said, "Well, that's a dumb time to do it."
Really. It really was a dumb time.
Between the Miami Boat Show and all this.
Yeah, work reasons. But
Yeah.
I said, "That's a really dumb time to do it." And he said, "Well, maybe I'll do the 1st of March." I said, "So you're going to miss the Bassmaster Classic?" And he goes, "Oh." I said, "It's really late this year." He said, "Okay, so I'm going to make it to the Bassmaster Classic." He's going to make it a week past. But, yeah, we're going to miss him because there's nothing like hearing a guy from Michigan say, "Yamaha, this is Dave."
And now they all say it when I call them.
Yes, that's how we answer the phone when Dave calls. "Yamaha, this is Dave."
Yamaha, this Dave.
I think it speaks to the magnitude of this event that you had to hang your hat right here, right? Like
know,
this
I
is
know
that there's
it.
nothing like this.
No.
And on Rocky Top,
You got
I mean,
it.
if you're a Michigan guy, you're probably not a Rocky Top fan like I am. Go Big Orange.
Oh, wait a minute.
Go.
wait.
I mean, I know Express is they like the Razorbacks and all, but we're
We
on Rocky
sure- we
Top.
sure
But they're
do.
showing out in Knoxville, right? These folks, they're
Yeah.
Yeah,
roaming around everywhere. Bassmaster Classic's as good as it gets.
It's the best. The best of the best.
Do you have a favorite Bassmaster Classic memory? I know the Brian Kerschel story, that being your first classic, that's one of the most special classics ever, right? That is just the only Federation angler to ever win one, and then we tragically lost Brian before he could defend his title. Amazing. He had the fish whistle, like one of the coolest stories. But for you, especially in the pro staff role, what was a classic that just sticks out to you? Is it Jay Yellis winning in Birmingham? That was a dramatic classic, but you guys have had so much success with Iconelli's. There's so many winners in a Yamaha, but is there one that jumps out?
They all jump out. They all jump out because every one of them is fresh and new. The outcome is unknown. Like tomorrow, the outcome is unknown. So this could be the best one of all. It could be Jason Christie back to back.
Yeah.
It could be Brandon Polinick finally. So I never
Finally?
want to hang my hat.
You were putting a lot of pressure on him, Dave.
Well, I told him he's got to do it for me. I'm retiring, dude. I can't be around next year.
You would have to come back if Brandon Polnick won, though, right?
Oh,
you guys have had a relationship since he was.
I'll come back, and what I'll do is I'll actually be a spectator with one of them big buckets.
What'd you say?
Big buckets.
Did you say big bass bucket?
Big bass
I think
buckets.
he said big bass bucket.
Oh my word.
Clay, he said big bass bucket. He didn't say.
Big bass.
Hang on a second. He said big bucket. I got you, Dave. You just got to let me know. I got you, though.
Whoa.
We're good.
But they're all great ones. Everyone has been great. That's why I've been in it for so long.
It is a great industry.
I never lose the excitement and the thrust and getting up at 4:30, going to launch. It's in my blood.
Did you ever think, either of you, in your time in the industry, that we would see engines, these outboards, get to the horsepower capacity we have now? As far as
No.
What's the biggest Yamaha's got now? 450. Yeah. Can I put one of those on an H18? A 450? Be fun.
Two.
Be fun. We can put some twins on this
Twins on
thing.
it, you might as well.
450. I mean, just insane. Insane. What does that thing retail for? More than a house, right? Best, but it's the best deal in the industry for a
A small house
450.
in Arkansas, for sure.
Have you been house shopping lately?
Thank goodness, no. I have not. A 450. So, but all the four-stroke, the technology changes and everything, and you guys have always been, I feel like, the leaders in that. It's a very great company to be involved with, and I know this partnering with Xpress, the only non-Yamaha owned manufacturer, correct, to be exclusive with Yamaha, as far as I know.
As far as this type of boat.
Yeah, as far as the
Yeah.
bass boat industry, yeah, just because you've got Skeeter and you got G3s of the world, but Xpress, they hang a lot of those old Yamahas out there. Quite a few.
It's because of Marcy.
Marcy, do you want to? I tried this earlier, and Rory's like,
No.
she's not going to talk to you.
No.
And I don't blame her. I think we've got some more special guests.
Are you?
Clay's keeping them coming.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
You guys have to know that David and I have the same birthday. So when we figured that out, we realized why we butted heads so many times.
Yeah.
But now we get along great.
Now that he's retiring, you're like, yeah, we get along great.
Yeah, well,
No,
and our
actually-
anniversaries are just
Yeah, and our anniversaries are one day apart.
One day
so we're
apart.
like really kind of dialed in
except
far
I'm
as
10 years older.
So-
hint.
As I try to get some drama here, what's the biggest thing you ever butted heads over? Let's hear that.
Keeping me from climbing.
Keeping you from what?
climbing. So David tends to like to climb things. We call him
Like
Spider.
physically climb?
Physically.
Like you'll climb like the trophy case there?
That's small.
That's small.
So I told him he had to hang some flags in Miami at the docks, and the next thing I know, he's up on top of the tent. He's like shimmied up the tent. So we referred to him as the spider monkey.
You're my spirit animal, David.
Well, the younger ones, they're scared of heights. Come on.
Buddy, I would not stand up right here in the back of this boat without throwing up, probably. I'm not a big height guy.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll climb a tree stand, of course.
he'll
but
try to stop a boat. It's dumb. I mean, it's dumb stuff.
if you get called dumb in a tribute, I think we did our job here today. Because that's the honest, that's the real deal stuff, right? It's real.
But David's got some big shoes to fill. I mean, maybe not big shoes, but you know what I mean. He's got a lot.
Take it. I'll take it.
But, you know, I tell the guys, I said, David knows every angler. He knows every angler's wife. He knows every angler's wife's sister's birthday. I mean, you get on social media with this guy, and he has said something to everybody. So I tell them they don't have to be that good, but they can.
But it helps.
If they could learn half of what he knows, they'll be in pretty good shape. So I think we've got some good young people coming to take over for him.
Yes.
And I'm really happy with. He helped me hand select every person that's taken over for him.
That was
like
an
it.
honor to do, true. Really was.
Susan, I appreciate you coming on and giving the goods that y'all got into fights and calling him dumb.
Yeah, I call him dumb a lot, actually.
Now we've got another gentleman. It's over here waiting in their wings. Come on over here, Tim. Tim Carini. Back all over the place. Where are you at these days? I mean, you got this Bassmaster swag on. I'll definitely get you in trouble. We get an official Bass shirt in here. You never know what might happen. Y'all give it up for old Tim right here. Have you ever had such a dramatic intro in your life?
That is the first one. I do want to say before we get started, I saw something that you would appreciate. A consumer here this week with a custom shirt on that said, "I don't care if your mama made it."
Yes, I did. I saw that. I saw that gentleman yesterday, and that was quick. To have a custom shirt made that says, "I don't care if
just a
your
couple
mom
weeks.
made it." Mm-hmm. I mean, incredible.
Incredible. And this gentleman here is incredible. First time I met Ittner was in 2006 when he was at Lorenz, and I had just started at Game and Fish magazine selling media, and he cut me 2 months
So
into
a bad
the job.
phone. You
Not
got
with
a
a knife,
bad
not with a
phone
knife.
call. They were sponsoring you guys, and then you get the call from Dave, and he's like, "You're done."
He's like, "We're just going to do the ice fishing issue, not all those other ads that we've been doing for years and years and years." And I was 28 years old or so at the time.
He
going,
cried.
"Thanks, Dave." So he sees me and he gives me
Takes
a
his
hug.
job serious,
And ever
his,
since
and
then,
his bank
I get
account, I'm
hugs
sure.
every time I see him, along with everybody else in the industry. And that's what makes Dave so special, is he is the poster child for what the industry has been, is, and hopefully continues to be, and that's relationships. Dave knows what a relationship's all about.
And what the industry needs to be, right?
Correct.
I feel like as we've grown and we've seen so many buyouts and different things, the industry, it seems like we're growing, but it also gets smaller at the same time, right? I talk about this on the show a lot, and those relationships don't mean as much at times to certain companies, and I'm just glad that we still have that with a few in the industry, because they are what this thing has been built on, man. And like you're saying, like all these folks coming up to speak kindly of you speaks to you personally.
I paid him pretty good.
You Venmo'd them too, like Billy Venmo's me
Yep.
to be on LBL.
Yep.
But it's that's always my advice to young anglers, because there are so many more of them now, and they reach out on social media, and that's how I got my foot in the door before any of this years ago. But high school, I would go to the Classic. Like, I was lucky that my parents, that's where we went on vacation, but I would go, "Hey, I'm Luke Duncan," to everybody that would listen. And a lot of the friendships and relationships I still have, and sponsors of mine, were guys I met 20, 25 years ago, and that's very important. So when you said relationships, that's
And it's,
a key.
It's not just in his business life, it's in his personal life. Been married to Belinda for 40 years.
43.
43? I didn't want to age you that much. And what Dave doesn't realize is he's still going to be my relationship coach long after he retires from Yamaha.
I probably need a little help in that. I ain't gonna lie, Dave. I played some alimony before, man.
Yeah.
He's really good, and all
Yeah.
you got to do is buy him lunch. He's kind of cheap.
Yeah. Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, I could have used a relationship coach once. I'm good now. I'm pretty good now, but there was a time, Dave.
Yeah.
There was a time.
Everybody needs
The triple threat who's not in attendance,
Yeah.
she keeps me straight. Look at Fat Cat Newton back there. Dave, do you know Fat Cat Newton?
He's becoming Skinny Cat Newton.
He
now.
is definitely becoming Skinny Cat. Y'all give it up for Fat Cat. Got to build up his ego. He's fragile. Good to see you finally show up at the show, Fat Cat. It's first time in 3 days. It's great.
Do I tell him about the cannon?
Yeah, if you have
Yes.
if you have an incriminating story, I've been trying to get him to tell him. I tried to get Sue.
I wouldn't say it's
clean.
incriminating.
I'm pretty clean.
So maybe a year or so ago, Dave told me he's thinking about retiring. And I said, well, we got to send you out with a bang. We're going to dress you in a Yamaha cape, call you Super Yamaha Man, and we're going to shoot you out of a cannon.
Like Super Dave Osborne.
On the last day of
Yes.
weigh-in. And he's all for it. Unfortunately, Bass's insurance didn't want to cover it, and Yamaha doesn't want to cover on their insurance. So
I would have done
he's
it for
staying
you.
grounded for now.
I feel like we should get that done, and I know a good
I
attorney
think so.
that I think could write up some legal papers to get you shot out of a cannon. His name's Ryan Ingram, and he's a fantastic attorney in Eufaula, Alabama.
Well,
He's the boss.
He's the boss.
This guy doesn't give up, because then he proceeds to tell me after I told him I wanted to do something like that or flying on a wire, and he goes, "Well, Skeeter's got a special thing going on." And I said, "Yeah," and he says, "You could be part of that, dropping from the ceiling." And I went, I'm in.
The spider monkey is in.
I'm in. And then my boss X'd it out again.
Well, next week you won't have a boss.
Well, next
That's
year.
good.
Next year.
You said you weren't coming back. I'm just gonna
It's going to
put
have to be
you
a
said you
really
weren't coming
good
back.
Not to
liability
work,
waiver.
but to play.
You're gonna be here.
I'm going to be here to play. It's in Tulsa, my old home.
Okay, Tulsa. Yeah, when you were with Lawrence then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, back in the day.
When he cut me.
The Tulsa Classic's always big too. That's when you got cut, when it was Lawrence where he
But
cut you, not Yamaha.
I did it with grace.
He did.
I
he
did it with grace, and I came back to you later.
And he
So-
gave me another hug. Dave
I
has
did.
hugged everybody in this industry.
Tim,
Just
you,
about.
That's true. I don't know a stranger. I probably hugged her and didn't know it.
was he giving out free hugs?
2.
I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Everything I hear, they're just loving on you all the time.
I got a passion for it.
So we've got one of those we've talked about passing the torch.
Yes.
We're going to get one more up here that you're passing the torch. That's running the show at Yamaha. Connor Megan. Where's Connor?
Oh, Lord
Hey,
have mercy.
I want y'all
Love
two
you,
on my next fantasy basketball team.
Love you.
I'll run point. Get it into you guys.
Here, you want,
Tim, thank you.
you want the tall mic? Yeah.
You could be, that one will adjust. Look at that. Dave, you're a pro at this.
You know
When you retire, do you want a job?
Hey,
It pays
hey.
it pays in like W Sauce and StarTron. That's all you get paid. But
It'd be fun. Hanging
your
with
lawnmower will always run
Yeah.
and your steaks will be good.
Okay.
So,
you. He's a mess.
Connor Megan, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Gonna miss this guy, huh?
Nope.
Dave will be missed. I owe him a lot. Been with Yamaha about 8 years now, and he took me under his wings when I first started. I came from a saltwater background, and he showed me the ropes on the freshwater side. It was, for a little man, he moves quickly, and I owe him a lot. He really taught me everything I know, and he'll be missed. He's family.
Do you have a favorite classic memory with Dave you can share, or a time Dave yelled at you or something? We're trying to get everybody. It's like Bill Lowen. Nobody has anything bad to say. And I feel like it's almost like a roast, right? When you're retiring, somebody's got to have something. I mean, Susan did call him dumb.
Now,
That did happen on Low Budget Live.
if you really want the dirt, you got to call my wife.
Okay.
Okay.
Over 40 years, I'd say she has a
She has a line.
she has a file folder on you.
She has a bud.
I can imagine. Do you have one, Connor?
Dave, let me think.
You think you could say something in public? Are you crazy?
No, I don't think so. That I've been
Man,
allowed
you
to
guys
say.
are so careful at Yamaha. I mean, I'm here for it, but
No, Dave has been great. I'm sure Bill probably has some stories that he can't say on air, but he's
Bill, you have been on the spot this entire episode, by the way. He's out here. Grab all those trophies, Shooter McGavin style, and just run. Even though one of them's yours, just grab them all. Take off.
But, in all seriousness, when you're looking, and just told you earlier, when you're looking for those key people that have got a passion, a desire to do what you do. I mean, if you love your job, it's not work. You don't work.
It's the easiest
It's
thing in
all
the world.
play. And, it's after a while, I gave up taking photos and going, my office today, because I got a lot of mail coming back that said, you don't even work because you're on a boat, you're fishing and all this stuff. But
Living the dream, they think.
when it comes down to getting those quality people, and that I think has been, I'm always looking for the special ones, the ones that just have that little extra. Anybody can take a job, but it takes someone to make it a career. And Connor was one of those guys. And I've known his dad way more when Connor was, yay high, okay?
Yeah.
You're way high. And that's true with the, with Lucas and with Tony. We got the right people in the right jobs to do everything. And if you give them all the tools and support they need, they'll be successful. And I actually now, over the last month or two since we filled the rest of the spots, I'm the most relaxed I can think going out that door knowing that all the bases are covered.
Yeah, because you're just dropping the mic and leaving them with the mess, buddy.
There's no mess. There's no mess.
He is not
You're
relaxed.
like, I'm free and easy because I'm retiring. Hey, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all these folks. Y'all give a big round of applause to David Ittner from Yamaha, who did not know he was getting into this mess. So the patience. Congratulations,
I'm
buddy.
hanging in there.
Appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for everything. Hey, let's thank Xpress too. Give a big round of applause. We're fixing to. Where did Fat Cat go? Did he leave?
Clay, get up here. Where's Clay?
Yeah, where's Clay? Clay, come here. Get up here. Get up here, Clay Connor. Clay Connor from Xpress Boats. Come here. Hop on a mic real quick. Hug this guy's neck. We got some stuff to give away. So if you left, shame on you. Got to be present to win.
So he's not done yet, is he?
Yeah, I am.
You're not done yet.
Get up here.
What do you
Grab
do?
a
Give
mic.
me a boat?
No, absolutely. We'll give you a
Yeah.
hat.
Congratulations. This is your parting gift. W sauce.
Put him back on.
Clay, you and I were talking about, 2 months ago, and I fly by the seat of my pants. We talk about that. But
Pretty
you're
loose.
like, hey, I've got a
Pretty loose.
plan for the Express Boats LBL Live this year. And it was all centered around this gentleman right here. And you're like, you know him? Yes, I do. Did Rory break my headphones too? Rory's my musical equipment, just messing it up. But you wanted to, you said, what do you think about doing this and honoring this guy? He's going to be gone right after the Classic. And so, surprise.
Surprise, yeah, yeah. You know, when you meet people in this industry that have had such an amazing impact that, like Dave has had on so many elite
You
anglers.
get a little closer there, Clay. You'd be good.
So many people that Dave has touched their lives. You know, the Brandon Polnicks of the world, the Bill Lowens. You know, the list goes on. And you know, Bill talks about the first one there, and the last one. Well, that guy has been such a mainstay within our industry. And you know, one of the main things that I wanted to bring up was the fact that when you look at sponsorships and to do it right, Dave truly set the platform for the elite level guys how to run a pro staff, and that's powerful.
No doubt about it. And all the stories today, you can tell that. Touched a lot of folks, for sure. And nobody has anything bad to say. It's incredible.
It went from a roast to a hug, you know. I mean,
He had you set up for a roast. Like, full disclosure, he was like, we're going to roast Dave. It wasn't we're not going to give him a send-off. It was a roast. And that's why he got me to do it.
Yamaha had the same problem. They really didn't have a lot of dirt on me.
No file folders.
No.
No file folders. No baggage. I like it.
No, I like too many people.
you should have seen all the attorneys that got involved before we even had this. Susan was wonderful in having all of that stuff signed off. You know,
Before we ever did this?
Absolutely, yeah. I had to make certain that we stayed above the water line. You know what I mean?
We sure appreciate it. I'm glad I got to be a part of it. For sure. And like I said, just as you go out, just make a Luke Duncan folder, slide it to somebody like this guy.
Okay.
Top notch. I would appreciate it.
I'm a good agent. You know that.
You're hired. You're going to be. I need help with the show, so let's do it. Co-host.
Thank you.
Thank you,
you,
Barney.
Express, and thank you, Clay, and all of the team Yamaha over there, Roy, and all of you. It's really nice to be honored for years of dedication to the industry, and not just for Yamaha or Lowrance, but for everybody, because that's always been my passion. It's very small, very tight-knit, but we do one of the sports that anybody at any level can be a part of.
No doubt about it. Most
And
inclusive sport in the world.
And that's always been my number one thing to focus on. So
We appreciate
thank
you, man.
all. Appreciate you.
Dave Ittner. He's got one more week. He can get you a free motor. You can see him or Connor. Sorry, Connor. They'll be giving them out in the Yamaha booth a little later. Got to be present to win.
Exactly. So what are you doing tonight?
So tonight, well, yeah, it is personal, Clay, but I appreciate you asking. We're going to do a low-budget live again tonight. That will be a little rowdy, a little wild.
And where will that take
The Hill Bar and Grill. You are a good PR guy. You know that? Somebody should hire you.
Hey,
Somebody should snatch you up.
I'm trying to cut in on his game.
Are you trying? I got you.
I got my application ready.
So I think the lowlifers that have hung in here with us, we've got several LOB jigs right here to sling out. We got some W sauce, even though Clay's taking some home. Can we give away some Express swag, maybe like a hat or two? I think you got some right there.
I think we do.
Which, by the way, I do have a bone to pick with you. Rory, take a note on this. As the boss, I don't
Why
have...
don't you get him back here to
Rory,
throw?
Rory, come here. Yeah, Rory can throw some stuff. But the bone that I got to pick, and Rory has the same bone to pick as well. All this new gear. Look at this stuff over here, guys. Look at all this gear.
Oh, we're picking on clay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm here.
So this man tells me earlier, because I said, we got all this. I see it. I get targeted ads on Instagram. I get emails. Hey, would you like some Xpress gear? And I'm like, yeah, I would. I don't have any. Then I walk in here to set up this morning. It's like, like Wizard of Oz. More Xpress stuff than I've ever seen. Rory says he doesn't even have any of it. So we would like to talk to you about that, marketing guy, sir, Vice President.
Must be present to win.
Must be present to win.
Yeah. Now, talk a little
Rebuttal?
bit about our new Xpress apparel line and
Yeah.
kind of the direction all
You
that's
guys
going.
killed it, but I would like to have some of it, and so would the lowlifers.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and of course, we accept your cash like we'll accept anybody else's cash.
You know? Yeah, okay.
I didn't say credit. I said cash.
Okay. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Anybody that knows me would know you had to be careful.
No, we have a.
It's Rory. Listen. This guy can build an aluminum boat. Audio difficulties following them.
Yes.
No, we've expanded.
That's why I quit the band.
Our apparel site, and a lot of great new AFCO and some truly high-end quality apparel. So
I see the Rory hats too, by the way.
See that?
I know
You
who
think my
had
hand was
input.
in on those? Yeah.
I know who designed those.
Absolutely.
he has his hand in all of that.
There's one right down there I'm going to take home with me as well, and I might have paid for it, maybe not. I don't know.
Probably.
John Vashey actually said you can have all this stuff, so you can blame John.
Thank you, John.
He said, Lunky, you can have all this you want. Then he walked away.
We'll talk about that later.
Let's give some stuff away.
Let's do it. What
Let's
you
give
got?
some stuff. Well, we can't.
Not hats. You got?
You
some?
do have a hat.
Okay.
Y'all gather around right here. Let's get in here thick. Like you love each other. Low-lifers.
Are we giving those away?
No, those are for me.
Okay.
I got handed some baits. He wants to know if I'm giving those away. I feel like you're the most athletic of us two.
I feel like you might want to if you see someone you know their name on that comments, you might want to avoid or go for it. I'm not that intimate with these faces as you are.
Well, I just think that we just need them to kind of. It's like I don't know if anybody saw on it. That was unacceptable.
Like a youngster right there.
There, get it, young man.
There you go. What else you got over there?
So listen, these are my prized possessions, and thanks to the folks at Baitworks, we got this gentleman right over here. This is, if you heard me on the podcast talk about Stick, this is the infamous, raise your hand, Stick. He is the brains behind and made it happen, the LOB jig, and he happened to bring a few of them to throw out. Young man, come here.
Let me see what we got here.
Yeah. Rory's going to pick my pockets.
Ooh, there we go.
He may take a few for himself.
Listen, you put that in your pocket.
I feel like
But don't let your mama wash it
Xpress
in the
hats right here.
washing machine, because then we'll all be in trouble, and I ain't paying for it.
These are heavy. Watch your head.
Yeah. What happened? Well, Luke put everybody's eye out. Some jigs.
Oh.
That was a really graceful throw. Jamie Sizemore.
Young man in the orange.
Jamie Sizemore. Jamie Sizemore made the original
Really?
LBL hat.
Okay.
The first ever. So the LOB jig, they're selling them at Baitworks. I mean, I know you're in here getting the goods.
Give me the rundown on this. I love the shank length here.
Kick.
So you helped design this?
Buddy, are you looking at the pack? Look, that's my.
I see it.
That's my signature right there. Yeah.
I want to hear about
Somebody was dumb enough to let me do this.
it. Look at the weed guard.
So I'm obsessed with finesse jigs. I always have been. So the idea behind it is a bigger hook in a finesse jig, because a lot of the ones that I really like, when you throw them on bigger line, you lose fish, which makes me say words in the Express. So Trocar, we did a custom 3/0 hook, all new head design, but the coolest thing are these custom, I call it finer than frog hair skirt material, but
Yeah,
it's
I like
a
that.
finesse.
So-
We call it a power finesse jig, because you can throw it on 20 and a heavy jig rod, and I promise you that hook is not flexing. Trust me.
You putting a trailer
that.
on this as well? Yeah.
Absolutely. I like a
So you're
Like a Super
you're-
Chunk Junior when the water's colder has been really good on it, but I like a Pocket Slim, Netbait Pocket Slim. The 3-inch has been killer. A Menace Strike King Menace grub's really good on the back of it, or a little twin tail grub.
I think a little twin tail and swim it a little bit. It looks like you swim it some.
That
too.
was I don't even know what I'm doing at this point, people. I am going to hurt somebody with a half-ounce jig. Go. We're almost. I want to throw some of this W sauce out too. I feel like that group right there, they're like, damn, I got a tackle box full of jigs because we can't get them further than that. I promise you can cast them further than that.
Yeah.
3/8 and a half ounce, though. Here, catch. Now, I want to roll it to you. Look at that. Look at that. We do got some W sauce. What else do we got? I've got one low-budget live hat, and I will give it to the person. It does have to be you, doesn't it? I was going to do trivia. Andre, come here. Yeah, but look at this. Rory.
Yes.
A Wisconsin low light. We all agree, right? Round of applause. Got to have a hat, a custom hat.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Andre, what part of Wisconsin?
Milwaukee.
Do you like the Brewers?
Yes.
Do you like beer?
No.
Really? Everybody up there is supposed to drink. Man, you really left me like, just thanks.
I know. Southern Comfort.
Oh, whiskey guy. Oh, you need to move down here.
I'm from Tennessee.
Oh.
Why do you have a Wisconsin shirt? You know what? You're confusing me right now.
Well, I'm an athletic trainer.
Hang on, say that again.
I'm an athletic trainer.
Have you ever seen anybody as athletic as me or Fat Cat?
No.
I don't know where he went.
That's my job. I work in Wisconsin.
So do you train anybody famous?
I used to.
Who?
For the Green Bay Packers.
Do you?
Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? Did I say it right?
Well, that's close.
He's as tall as Rory.
Yeah. I was back in the older days, back in 2008.
I like Milwaukee. So I do MPFL. We're up in the studio in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Yep.
I'm going to have to hit you up because I stay in Milwaukee. I was up there last weekend, as a matter of fact.
Come through. I got some places you can go fish.
We'll work out together because I'm going to do it a lot. Been drinking protein shakes and whatnot, pumping iron. Andre from Tennessee. What part of Tennessee were you from originally?
Clarksville.
Okay. Okay, that's right up the road from the house. That's Middle Tennessee. I'm southern Middle Tennessee. That's Middle Tennessee. Right outside of Nashville. Y'all give it up for this man right here. And shame on all y'all for not making shirts. I mean, if we're just going to be honest, that's the way to get a free hat, right?
That's a good way to go.
Now, what are we going to do to give away W sauce?
I've been giving it away.
You've been giving it away?
Absolutely.
You're going to take some home with you, too,
I
though.
like the trivia idea.
Okay.
Trivia is fun.
All right.
You got.
So I say this every week. This will be a good test.
Okay.
This is Express related. When did Express boats start building excitement? And I say this. How many bottles you got? Kind of set myself up for failure on that. I don't know how much more freebies we got. You already got yours. This man right here. You didn't get any. Right here. He said 1966. You said 1960. We got to come up with a harder question than that. Oh, we got W sauce. I'm just not going to throw it because I don't think that's going to be good for any of us.
Have to get an attorney involved again.
Yeah, I know one. Said that a few times. Yeah. Want to be a pro, better call Joe. Can't help it. It's just fun. It's just fun. You know? What's a better trivia question? Clay, do you have a trivia question for everyone here?
Yeah. So this would be a pretty tough one.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Where was the original start, the location of Express Boats?
Oh boy.
Whoa! What's going on?
What was the answer? Say it.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Do you know who this man is?
Yeah, that was going to be our next question.
I do not.
This is Mr. Glenn Reynolds. He's one of the oldest and longest express boat dealers and probably has one of the biggest hands and fingerprints of our performance. Worked with my grandfather, my dad, and myself over the years to help with us tweak things, gives us a ton of feedback, but he is one of the true old school horsepower, just speed demons. And so love to see his face here today.
Have you ever fell out of an Express? Me either. Not a big deal. We don't have to talk about it.
So Glenn has Reynolds Racing.
Okay.
Yep.
So a speed demon then.
Yes.
Speed demon. So it doesn't count. He doesn't get the W sauce then because he had an inside track?
He's probably
absolutely deserves it.
the second most person aside from myself that's been to Friendship, Arkansas in this building.
Anybody here been to Friendship, Arkansas? Oh, John, that's not fair, John.
Excuse me, except for Pee-wee. I didn't see
You've been to Friendship, Arkansas? Give him a bottle of W sauce right there. Give him both of This man brought me some cream worms. You already got it?
Yeah.
Did you get some W sauce? We'll get you hooked up. All right. So let's give away a boat. Oh. Well, we talked
his
about
boat away again. All right.
I thought we talked about that. My bad. Clay was supposed to let you know.
Oh man.
We were going to give away a boat, but
Hat.
You got to get the motor from
boat
Dave
hat?
Ittner, though, right?
yeah. Where's Dave
go to
Dave
Dave to
Ittner
get the
goes?
motor.
You get a free. Yeah, you got to go to Yamaha to collect your motor for your new Express kayak.
Yeah.
Inflatable. Look, I want to say as we kind of wind down, and I say it every week, I appreciate everybody that listens. The low lifers. This event means a lot to me. Getting to be here and see folks in the flesh, but for you guys, because I get a little rowdy sometimes. We all know that. But for you guys to support me like you do and have let me be a part of the family and let me do this. Like 12-year-old me, the fact that used to run around here with a Sharpie with my mom and dad trying to get autographs from folks, and now I get to sit here and run my mouth through speakers for people that are like, where's that weed eater running in here? As I talk, it's awesome. So I just appreciate everything about Express. You guys are awesome. Thanks to Dave Ittner, Clay Connor, you're the man. Pee-wee, if you need a boat, go see Pee-wee. He will not, and I repeat, not give you one for free. You will have to pay, but I promise you.
He's a full price guy.
I promise you he'll sell you one. They will put you in one today. I have to sing. I'm going to sing tonight. Can I let the iPhone sing? We're gonna go out with some Biloxi Blues.
Wait, where are you going to be tonight?
The Hill Bar and Grill. I need you around more, to be honest, because I'm terrible at promotion. 7-ish.
7-ish.
Because this show ends at 6, right?
Okay.
The expo. So I want to give folks time to get over there. But we're going to do at the Hill Bar and Grill. It's a parking lot party.
Okay.
Two big old. There goes my phone. Thank you so much, Stick.
Technical difficulty.
Technical always. This is the Traveling Circus. The Hill Bar and Grill, we will do a live podcast with some interesting guests. Trust me, I'm not sure what all is going to happen. And then afterwards, we're going to crank up, play music, myself, Shannon Wheeler, and I'll leave it at that. And we'll see. You want to be there.
You want to be there.
You want to be there.
You want to be
tonight at the Hill. It's going to be a good time.
Guaranteed.
And if you're there, Clay will buy you a drink. Just look for Clay at the bar. Open tab. That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was a joke. Take y'all out with some Biloxi Blues. Thanks to everybody that hung in here with us.
Thanks,
We'll
Luke.
see y'all tonight. Thank y'all.
Yep.
From Jacksontown to Tupelo, I never could make it last. Spanish moss, a Civil War ghost, well, I'm gonna leave them in the past. Any direction, Lord, I'll be fine. It don't matter east or west. North, south, wherever the wind blows, I'm leaving those burdens at rest. This highway, it does not know my name, and I don't care, no, I don't care. Heading my way for another place, and I got 3 good tires and a spare. Just a white line gypsy getting out of Mississippi with just enough gas to get there.